Last hour, British Prime Minister Theresa May resigning as Prime Minister. She will do this on June 7th, which is weird. Even sometimes CEOs, when they know they're leaving, they go, I'm leaving today. I mean,
well,
why?
you know, who's stepping in this situation? There's a little bit of chaos to be left.
Could it be Bojo? It's not going to be Nigel, right? We need, you know what?
Nigel Farage has been on the rise.
I know he has. I know he has. He's a piece of work. And so is this next guy, Steve Sedgwick, in London. Good day, Steve.
Yeah, it's been quite an incredible few days, actually, this week, because look, a lot of people have been calling the demise of Theresa May, and we've talked about this many times on Squawk Box over the last couple of years. In fact, since she came in after the Brexit debacle, where Mr Cameron and Mr Osborne resigned in the middle of 2016 on the back of losing the vote, well, certainly how they'd voted for it as well. So Mrs May has been talked about in quite derogatory terms by large parts of her party and large parts of the country, but she's stuck at it for a very, very long term. But this week, her time was up, and let's just listen in to a very emotional Theresa May, literally, within the last hour.
But it is now clear to me that it is in the best interests of the country for a new Prime Minister to lead that effort. So I am today announcing that I will resign as leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party on Friday the 7th of June, so that a successor can be chosen.
The one thing that Mrs May was in power to do was to deliver Brexit. That's pretty much what she said all the way through. And if we're going to judge her on that, then she has failed to deliver Brexit as well. She's had some insurmountable odds, of course, within Parliament, within her own party, a very split party as well. And as you have all been saying as well, who will come next is absolutely key for not only the Conservative Party, but for the country as a whole. Because do we get a Remainer as a Prime Minister who, as the Prime Minister just said, seeks compromise, or do we get a harder Brexiteer, the likes of Boris Johnson, who you mentioned, or maybe a Dominic Raab, or maybe even an Andrea Leadsom, the leader of the House, who quit the cabinet early in the week and perhaps led to the series of events to the resigning of Mrs May today. Lots of big questions, and I can't give you the answers because it is a long and convoluted process to find a new leader, first of the Conservative Party, and then that person becomes Prime Minister, because Mrs May is staying on, as she said, till June the 7th. Now, that will include President Trump's state visit and indeed the period where he's in Normandy to commemorate and see the memorials for the 75th anniversary of D-Day as well. So a very poignant ending to Mrs May's prime ministerialship, and thereafter she stays on, though, that's the point, as Prime Minister until we have a new leader of the Conservative Party. I'll very quickly tell our viewers how that happens. One, anyone can put their name in the hat if they're an MP as well. There's very low barriers to entry, and then there's a whittling down process until there are only two candidates left, the best two candidates with the most votes as well, and then they go to the Conservative Party members throughout the country. That is exactly 125,000 members of the Tory Party, and that whole process could take, well, certainly this month, certainly next month. People are saying it could be towards the end of July before we get the next leader of the Conservative Party, hence the next leader of the country. And then the Brexit process will start again, because we just don't know which way a new Prime Minister will take us.